as I'm doing this, I can also add a pattern. So I can edit padding if I wanted to. If I wanted to add specific, if I wanted to change the header type. So if I wanted to add corners to my header in here, I'm capable of doing that. Save it. And now it's changed the look of my header. So you have the functionality to do many different features. You can change the color if you want with this. I can add buttons. So button is basically just going to allow me to add a link to a phone number. So if I don't use a hotspot, for example, and I want to use this as a button that they can click to the phone number, I would put in the phone number here, and then I have to make sure that I link the button to an action. I can link it later so I can come back and always go to it, but since I know the phone number and I know it's going to be linked to a phone number, I'm going to put the phone number here, and what's going to happen is now when I hit save, the phone number will appear on this blue button. I can change the color of the button if I'd like. We have a few different, or if you want to, you have your own button. You can upload an image to it and you can create your own button, and that works just as well. I'll use the gold. I hit OK. I hit save. Now the phone number has shown here, and I see that it, you know what, it doesn't look too good. I want to edit it a little bit. So I can change it to something else if I want to make it look better. So that looks a little better. I can change the style again. You're able to change the style on pretty much everything, and you are able to make pretty much all of the widgets collapsible. So if you don't have, here I wouldn't make it collapsible because I only have a button. I don't have a heading for it. Okay, so now I have my phone number. I can, if I don't want to use a button, I hit the X. I want to delete this. I decide no, thank you. What I can do is go to the contact and icon bar, add this in, and now I'm able to put in different information for them to contact us at. So here I can put my phone number, and then I have to make sure that I check active. I can put my email, info@pizzajoe.com, and then make sure I click the active, and then I can do my website if I want. pizzajoe.com. Make sure it's connected. If I want to add different ones, I can add other information here if I wanted. I can click in here if I want to change the icon. There's a nice database of icons that you can use to change. So if I want to maybe use an envelope instead, so I'll use the blue envelope, click OK, and then when I hit save, the contact us actually pops up, and they are all active links on the cell phone in the preview mode. So if I want to preview how it would look on an iPhone, I hit preview, and now it has my information. Here's my collapsible screen. There we go. It has my collapsible screen. These buttons will be active. Okay, so I can actively click them when it's the actual live website on my phone. In the preview mode, some of the features will not work because of it being a preview. So I exit out, and now I can come back. Another great feature, if you want to, since I'm a pizzeria, I want to be able for people to come and see some of my images, what I offer at my restaurant. So I click on Image Gallery. This could be, I can call this Food Presentation. Okay, and now what I want to start to do is I'm going to start adding an image. So these are images that I previously uploaded. So they are always saved here in that one website. I'm going to browse. Come in. I have on my desktop, I have my picture saved. So I have my chicken parm. I hit upload, and that picture will come up. I hit OK, saves the picture. I'm just going to upload a few pictures real quick. So I'm going to just come in here. I'm going to just get a couple of pictures uploaded real quick, so that way I can build my slideshow. So the nice feature with the image gallery is I can build a slideshow of different pictures that I want people to see, whether it's food, if it's a hotel, if I want to show different rooms, I can do that. So now I've uploaded a couple of pictures. I'm able to move the pictures where I want them to go in an order. I have to click on here as a simple display slideshow. I can have the arrow there if I want or not. I can actually edit the picture. I can add a caption to the picture if I want to. I hit save, and now my pictures are here. Again, this is one feature that you will not be able to see in the preview. So even if I click preview right now and it comes up, you're only going to see that one picture because the slideshow is not active in a preview. If I add the slider to it, preview, again, still it's going to be the same way. So don't think if you add the slider bar that you click on it, it's going to show up. I can also, again, if I wanted to, I can edit this and make it collapsible. I can change the style of the look of everything, of just the content or of the header. I can change the background of each page. So just because I chose a template at the beginning, the happy median, I'm always have the ability to change the look of it. Okay. Another great feature is I like my heading. I want this to be on every page of mine, but I don't want to have to go in and recreate the hotspot on each page. So what I can do is come into edit. I can add it to reusable widget. I'll call it title. Hit save. And now, save. And now I have this widget with the hotspot saved. If I go to show my widget here, I have them. I did it once before, so I have it here. And now if I I save my page. I go back. I'm ready to create my second page of my website. So Pizza Joe, maybe just call it an information page. Call it information. Click, I'll do classic one this time, create. Now what I can do is show my widget, take the widget, drag it in, and it's all set with the hotspot already there. So I don't have to worry about bringing in the picture, creating the new hotspot, and especially if I have a few other hotspots on here, I don't have to worry about redoing that whole feature. I just click back, show standard widgets, and here are my standard widgets. So now on this page I want to have some information about us. So I want to be able to give them a map of where I'm located. So I can put this location or Pizza Joe's. I can do it one of two ways. I can use longitude and latitude coordinates, or I can do a Google map address. So let's say my address is 157 Broadway in New York City. New York here. I hit save, and now a map will come up here with a little arrow indicating where I'm located. When I preview the map, I'll be able to zoom in to the location, just like you can use your maps on your iPhone if you use maps on iPhone. But in this building stage, I cannot zoom in or do anything of that nature. Now, let's say that I have 7 Pizza Joes in New York or New Jersey, and I want people to be able to click on a link and find the closest Pizza Joes to them. So what I can do is I can bring in this geolocation widget. I bring it in. It would be find the nearest, I might say, Pizza Joe. What I have to do, I have to set a location set. So I already have some set up, and I go to location set. I set up my store. I go to manage. Here's my store one. I can add a new one if I'd like. I click edit, and these are 2 of my pizzerias that I already set up. To set this up, I go to add new. Title, this could be Pizza Joe Northern NJ, Northern New Jersey. And what I can do here is I can come in, I'll put in my address. So I'll do 688 Westwood Avenue, Rivervale, New Jersey. I don't have to put in the zip code or the country, but I do need to include the longitude and latitude. So what I would do is I click on the little question mark, and it brings you to the iTouch. And now here I would come in and I just put in my address, so 688 Westwood Ave, Rivervale, New Jersey. I hit go, and it's going to bring up the longitude and latitude for me. So I would copy this. I come back to my website. I come in, paste in the So I'm going to come in, I'm going to paste first. I paste my longitude right here. I'm going to just make sure there's no comma. Then I'm going to come back to my screen, get my latitude, copy this in, paste this in, hit save. I do need the phone number, so this store will just say it's 557-557-0000. Save it. So now I've added another pizzeria into my location set. I hit save, save it here, save. So now here you're not going to see it because it's not set up, but when I go to preview and I preview this page, it says find the nearest Pizza Joe. I click on view all. Mine has an error because it's not a live website. So until it becomes live, you're not going to be able to view the locations of the store. But it pops up and you'll have the information there. It gives you the phone number. You can click on a map and it'll bring up a map just like this of the store, and you're able to click on it and get directions. What I can also add in is a nice form for my pizzeria. So the form, I can use this to allow me, let's say, to have them send a message, so I can have it directly sent to me via an email here. Okay, I can pick which fields I'd like, which is required. If I don't want them to tell me the company, I just click required and displayed. I don't really care about their last name. I can always add in other fields if I want to put maybe birthday, and then I can put what kind of field it is, save it. So now they have to put in their birth date. I hit save, and my form pops up. Now another nice feature is once I set up the form, if I wanted to integrate it with my advertiser platform with an opt-in list, because that's the big thing with mobile marketing, is trying to get phone numbers and clients. So I click on Integration Wizard. When I click on Integration Wizard, I'm going to come to this screen. I can integrate with MailChimp, ExactTarget. Lime Cellular is the software that's going to allow me to integrate my platform with the mobile website. So I click on here, and it's going to ask me for two important pieces of information. The first one is my username. The next one is my API address. So to get my API address, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my desktop, onto my dashboard, and I come into my profile, I edit profile, and right here is my API that is set up. If I want to, I can always just go in and regenerate a new API. I need to make sure that I do save if I generate a new API. It is also case sensitive, so you need to make sure if you're not going to just copy and paste it and you're going to write it in yourself, that you use case sensitivity. I'll save this. Now I'm going to come back to my integration. I'm going to put in my API, and I can test it. I click test and it says congratulations, it's set up. If it comes back that something is invalid, it's going to be in red right here where it says congratulations, and I have to go back and see if it's the API key or if it was my username. Maybe I typed it in wrong. I save it, and now I'm able to create a new integration. So when I create new, I can pick which page my form is on. So my form's on the information page. Now I can select which keyword I want to link it up to. So I would know which opt-in list I want these people to join, and I would then have it match up that keyword. So TZ74 is the one I want. Here I'm going to have, of course, my phone number and the mobile number. These are what, when the person fills it out, will be imported into your database on your dashboard. So in your opt-in list, if you're very interested in the person's first name, so I come here, first name, this is the page field. Now I have to come on the Lime Cellular field and link it up to which field I want it to go in. I hit save. I can add another one. So I want I have the phone number. Last name I don't really care too much about, so I'm going to go with their email, match it up to email, save, and then also I like to do birthday giveaways, so I match up the birthday with birthday. I hit save, and now this form that I created is now linked up to my keyword TZ74, which is linked to my Pizza Joe opt-in list. So when someone fills out this form, instead of getting an email notification about this, they would receive my opt-in message. So my opt-in message is Pizza Joe loyal customers coupons. So they know that they'll be receiving the loyal customer coupon, just like if someone texted in TZ74. Once that's set, this is good to go. I can then go back and continue designing my mobile website. I hit save, and it's linked up. To make sure, I just come back, and I'll see now the Lime Cellular logo right here. So that means I know that it's linked up using the Lime Cellular software to that opt-in page. So I just hit save, and it's good to go. The person can fill out the form. I hit save. Every time I make changes to my mobile website, it is not going to automatically sync up on the phone. So you need to make sure when you do make changes to save your work. I can adjust. Maybe I don't want to send us a message here. I can lower it down and move it a little further down. Maybe I want it below the map. So I can set it where I'd like. Again, I can come in, edit it. I can change the name of this. I can add a little icon to it if I wanted. So if I wanted them to, if I wanted to just add something that lets them know maybe coupons or sale, I hit save, and I'll add that little logo, that image right there, that little icon. We do have our social integration, so social bar. Here's where I can connect with a few different applications. I can add another one if you have a different one. So what I do is, for Facebook, I need to find out what my Facebook ID page, my ID number is, and I would just finish filling this in. Same thing with my YouTube if I have a YouTube channel, and also with Twitter, LinkedIn, or Google+. So I'm just going to make one up for Facebook, YouTube. I hit save, and then you'll see the icons pop up, and they will be live icons that someone can click on the phone. I don't want it to always be seen, so I'm going to collapse this section so it can hide when I don't need it to be there. So those are some of the features you can use to contact us. You have on multiple pages, if you have 4 or 5 pages, you can add this navigation widget. The navigation widget is going to just navigate to the home page or back one page if you're going back, so you can put that towards the bottom. If you want to, you can add an image in there. So if I want to have pizza there, save it. So the pizza is there with my back and home. Maybe that's my icon or for my pizzeria. You have 2 ways that you'll be able to, and I'm going to show you towards the end, how this mobile website would look on an iPhone. You have 2 ways to make this into an app. You can use Instant App, so I pull it over, save this app to my phone, and this tells me exactly how someone using an iPhone or Droid or BlackBerry would save this to their phone. Okay? If you don't want to use this because you think it doesn't look nice and there's too much, I don't need to have that. What I can do is I come over to Page Property, and I can put Add Download Instructions to this page. I click on that, and when the website is live and someone goes to my website, a little bar will pop up and it'll tell them to download. Click this button and it will allow them to download. The home screen is the screen that they would actually see when they do download this app. So I need to make sure that my icon fits into the requirements here, 57 by 57 pixels or larger. So I can come in, I click on here, I can upload an image of my own if I'd like. I can come in here on my desktop, and let's say I like pepperoni pizza. I upload it, I hit OK, And now you'll see that the pizza has come here. So when someone actually downloads the app, it's going to pop up on their phone. And here's one that we did with a Lime Cellular one. So this is the icon that we picked, and this is how it actually looks on the iPhone with some other applications. And you click on it, and it's going to view it'll go right to the mobile website instead of the person having to type in the address every time, the URL every time they want to find that website. A few other great apps that we have, widgets that we have, custom HTML. If you want to, you can customize them. If you don't use YouTube, for example, and you create a video using something other than YouTube, you can put in the HTML here. If you have other links that you want it to go to, for example, I know within the next 2 weeks we will be able to have Google Checkout and PayPal integrated with the mobile websites. But for right now, you can go into PayPal and go through their options and put the custom HTML here and upload it, but it becomes a little bit of a hassle that way. So that's why we're looking into integrating the PayPal and Google Checkout. We're just running some tests to make sure that it's going to work properly. So the custom HTML feature does allow you to put any HTML you want. If you wanted to, with you, create an opt-in page separately and put it in on the custom HTML, you can do that. You would paste the code in here, save it, and it would pop up and onto your screen. Another great feature is if you want to, instead of creating all your pages or links to pages, so now I have to link my page, so edit. What I can do is I can come to this app panel, bring in the app panel, and I want to add a new icon. So the name below the icon, I'll call it my information. I can link this to a page, my information page. I click here, and now an image is going to come up. I can put in my own image if I want, or I can use an image here. So I'll use this image as my image for my information link. The name of it, info. Save it. Save. So now it shows up here. Now I can edit the size of the picture if I want, or if I have to change so that the whole word would fit if I want to. I can also just shorten it, the info, save it, save. So now I'll put this towards the bottom. So if someone wants to go to my info page, they can just click on this and it would bring them to my info page, and that would work. And then I can go to, make sure I save it. I can go to my pages. I can come now to my information page, and I can do one of two things. I have my navigation, so I don't need to put in an app here, not really an app, but an icon to my home page. Or if I don't want this because I don't like the look of it, I can always just add in my app panel, add new, click an icon. So now I can use the home, use this one. Okay. Home, link it to a page, home page, save it here. So now when I view down at the bottom, now I have this little icon to connect to my home page, and I would, if I had other pages, I can add other pages to other apps to it. So all I would do is just go to edit. I want to add a new one, and I could add whichever new one I want, like menu. Put a menu one. I want this icon as my menu. I'm going to link it later because I haven't created my menu page yet. Hit OK. Save. And now there's my menu icon also. So I just tap on that when it's live and it would bring me to my menu. If I wanted to, and I wanted it to bring them to a completely separate URL, I can put an external URL. If I wanted to bring it to a different page or a phone number or contact us via email, I can do that, or just back to the previous page. I can set it to whatever I'd like on here. Okay. We do have the YouTube video widget, so I can come in here. I would just put my URL for my YouTube, whatever it may be. And save. And it would actually have my YouTube video viewable right here. And we also have on our help desk, on our resource center, how you'd be able to input the video information and exclude at the end. As we know, at the end of all the YouTube videos, they have related videos, and if we don't want them to know of other pizzerias or other hotels or businesses in the area, we have a URL that you can put in, and it will eliminate the actual related videos at the end of the YouTube video. Down here on page properties, so some real quick before I go page properties with the widgets, there are a few other widgets that you can use. You can do an image plus text, and that will allow you to add text with a picture. The RSS feed will give you an actual live update. So if you want to use, for example, your Twitter account or your Facebook account, and you want people to get live updates of articles that you're displaying, or if you have a blog and you want them to get the articles, you would then use this edit RSS feed widget, and you come in, you put in the title, so blog info. I can put in a description, I can make it collapsible like anything else, and here I would put in the URL that is linked to my blog info. If it's the Facebook page, you do need to get the Facebook ID page. You can't just go in, you have to have the administrative account for Facebook for this. So that's the RSS feed. So those are the main widgets that you can use. With any widget, like I said, you can customize the style, the look of that widget. You can edit the background. If you have Photoshop and you're familiar with Photoshop, you can go on the person's website, upload all their image to Photoshop and take the color from that one and actually paste it into your background, so then you would have the matching color, so all your coloring would be the same. Then you can come down here to page properties. We went over the home screen icon. The splash screen image is when someone clicks this home screen icon, what the image they would see until the page is loaded. Unfortunately, for right now, it's only available on iPhones and the iPod Touch because it is an iOS program. So that's only available for those features. So if you have a BlackBerry or Droid, the splash screen will not show. And this is, like I said, the picture that would be shown while the person is waiting for the screen to load. And again, it has to be fit into these parameters of 320 by 460 pixels, and it has to be a portrait view. If it's not that, then the image will not show on the phone when the person is viewing the screen. You can come down here and just edit individual pages if you'd like. You can edit just the text on individual pages, the background, links, the footer. You can arrange the titles and the link. I can change the format of it if I want to make them all left indent. I can make them center. So I have different functionality with this. I can also adjust how high my header is from the box. So I can come in here, save, and just adjust the length, the height difference. See, now all of a sudden it's a little wider on how far the box is and how much bigger it is. So now I'm going to just save all my changes. I go back to pages. Come back and just check. I want to make sure that everything that I've done is good and ready to go. I can come in, and if I want to just edit, I want to make sure everything's good. The corner radius. If I want to change the background of this, I can come in, change the background to whatever I'd like. Maybe it's a lighter color. Save it. Save that. And I'm ready to go and use what I like. The icons again, the width of the actual icon you can change. Here if I want to edit the padding, so I want to change the top padding a little, we'll go 15. Save it, save. And now I've made my icon a little bigger. That's up to you. Again, you can edit however you'd like. Once you're ready to go and you're set to publish your actual website, you save it and click publish. I have to publish each page. If I don't click on each page to be published, they will not be. So I have the information, I publish the information. So now this is the website that I want people to see. What I want to do is, if I'm going to use the custom domain again, I come here. If I'm going to use the custom domain, I need to make sure that I set it up in my DNS manager for my website. If I don't use the custom domain, what I want to use is when I go to domains, and I can't use the m.pizzajoe.us until I set up this custom domain. So what I would be using is pizzajoe.mymobisite.us. Once I have that set, I can come here, and now I have the ability to redirect my main website to mobile website. So when people view my website from their cell phone, they'll be able to go straight to my mobile website instead of going to my main website, which gets distorted. So if you need to do that, depending on what kind of website you use, if you do not use a WordPress website, you would come down here and you would follow these steps, and this would tell you how to actually change that over. So I'm not a web designer, so I don't read code that well. What I would do is I would give this information to the person who designed my website, and once the person designs my website, who designed my website, they're going to be able to go in and put this information in there. So my phone, when someone views my website, they're going to recognize that it's from a mobile phone. If I do have WordPress, it's much simpler. All I do is I download this plugin, and then I go in, I add this plugin into my files, and once this is added in, it's set so people will be able to view the mobile website. So that's how I would promote the website. You can, again, if you're the person who designed your own website and it's not WordPress, you take this code, you just change the mobile domain to what your mobile domain would be. So mine would be pizzajoe.mymobisite.us, and then I would have to upload this file, which is all coding, into the root folder, and then it should be set to go. So that's basically a quick overview of how to use our premium mobile website. We'll have a few sample websites for people to view in the coming week. By the end of the week, I should have a couple of websites that you will be able to view as a sample. I know that there were some people asking questions throughout the webinar, so I'm going to leave the webinar on and active, and I'm going to answer all the questions that people have. Thank you for attending, and look forward to seeing you in the future. Okay, I'm going to go over a few of the questions that I've had. Let me just look through a little bit. The one question, is it possible to custom link with your mobile website builder so I can put a redirect link inside one of the menu options? Yes, we talked about that. You can use the redirect plugin or the coding, depending if you have WordPress or not. If you have an existing URL, mobile URL, then yes, you can forward, you would put the same URL in for this mobile website. The question about hosting the website. The websites, you can build websites on your admin panel, or you will be able to build all websites on your advertiser panels. And if you build on the advertiser panel, they will have access to that mobile website and will be able to view it. If you build it on your admin panel, then they will have no access to the website and will not be able to go in and make any changes to that website. All of the websites are hosted by us here at Lime. Someone is asking about if we can make a demo video to show how to upload the mobile website to our client hosting. We have in our resource center this promote your website and as a template, and if you need more help, you can contact us. We'll help you out. You can add an icon next to any of the images on your mobile website. You'd be able to put a phone there. You just click on the little icon image. You can use, someone asked, can you link to a Facebook fan page? Yes, you can use the custom HTML widget and put in the URL for that fan page on there. Remember, just when you use the integration, make sure that your API is the current API, and if you regenerate it, you save your profile after you regenerate the new API, or else you will not be able to integrate with your platform. If you do have any questions as in regards to pricing, please contact Michelle. Her email is mcirri, C-I-R-R-I, at limecellular.com, and she would be happy to go over pricing with you. To highlight the phone number in the header picture, what I did is I used it as a hotspot, and I created a hotspot on the image. So what you do is just click on the hotspot, and then when you create a hotspot, it's going to show the picture right here where I'm creating that hotspot. And then I have to just make sure that I link it to a phone number, or if I want to link it to a different page or to an external URL, I just make sure I put that in. If I have no information there and I save it, that little triangle is going to pop up and tell me, but here I'm not able to, so we'll just put the number back. And save it.
All right, thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. This is UV again. Hope that was helpful for you guys. We'll host more webinars in the future about other subjects, that other features that we have in the system. I will send you here Michelle's number, just in case you need to contact us in regards to pricing and anything else. Let me type. Oh, I typed it in the wrong place, but that's okay. It's 800-699-9130. This is our main number, and her email is mcirri@limecellular.com. You have it on the chat now. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Mark. And we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.